Aloha all, Paper Mario Guy here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man X2. This is the finale of Mega Man X2, so after this episode is done, there will only be one more X2 video. Well, I guess technically two, but one more. There's a final scene that's going to be after this, and then of course, whatever X2 extras I throw up at the end of either... Well, yeah, I'll get into that after the, the boss rush, because that's going to be sped up with music for your guys' viewing pleasure, because I honestly do not feel like, making you guys watch all this, because this would be like an entire episode by itself. But anyway, it's going to start here in a few seconds, so I will see you after said boss rush. Okay, and welcome back. So, it has been a while, Mega Man X. What? Sigma? Anyway, there's a bunch of dialogue here. You may read it if you would like. I am not going to, but, hopefully you enjoyed that boss rush. I figured it would have been boring if I would have, shown you guys the whole thing, so I decided not to. The song that you heard in the background was, a song, or track, or tune, whatever you want to call it, called Bloodstained Lineage from the fighting game, Guilty Gear X. Funny thing about that song, though, is I've actually never in my life played a Guilty Gear game, let alone Guilty Gear X, or, any of the games that came after it. I just so happened to stumble upon that specific track, and really enjoy it, and it's since become one of my favorites. It's just, a really fast-paced, awesome track, so I think it fit that. But anyway, here we are in the final Mega Man, or final X Hunter stage. I don't know why in the world that they reused Magna Centipede's stage, but they did. I never really enjoyed that fact. I thought that they could have been a little bit more creative, especially for a final level, but, I guess it works when you go down to the bare minimum of things. So a few things to quickly talk about is, well, I am officially announcing that I'm going to be doing X3. I said that, that I was pretty much going to do it, but I decided officially that I'm going to. So, look forward to that. Anyway, here we have a battle. Not the final battle, as you may think, even though Sigma's standing right there, but here we have a Zero. I didn't mean to skip that, but my friend here has a small problem with you. It seems that you let him die, and he's not too happy about that. Now I think it's time... Alright, crap. I went too quickly. As you may or may not know, this is actually post-recording, because of some pretty bad mistakes with Audacity, but actually worked out because... just of how long the file was, and I wound up getting tired because of the boss rush and everything. It was just a kind of a draining experience, so I think in the overall, this is better, but just so you know, it is post-commentary. But anyway, here's what I was, another part of X2 that I will actually be displaying off in my X Extra videos whenever I decide to do them, which will be after my, X3 project, because X3 will provide some, more extras as well. But this is actually one of the spots in the game where you can take an alternative route to, the way that you play, and just something that you might want to keep in mind depending on if you get the X Hunter parts or not. So this will be featured later in my X videos, which I'll talk more about in X3, but will not come directly after the initial project of X3 ends. So after all the 3X Let's Plays are done, I'm just gonna upload the extras whenever, it's convenient for me. But anyway, we fought Zero, and we beat him up, and we tried talking to him and everything, and we get through. And then we move on to, Sigma himself, so... Pretty swell indeed, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. So, yeah, so some touching, conversations between Zero and X, but... It's not something we won't see again in, X3. And it's not something that's new to us, because we did see it in X1. But so, as of recording this, we have not hit 1,000 subscribers yet, but I presume that we will have hit 1,000 by the time this video goes up. So, just, because I feel like I need to. Thank you guys very much for 1,000 subscribers. It's tremendous. I can't show as much enthusiasm as I would like to, because again, we haven't actually physically hit it as of me recording this. But I assure you, some things are going to be coming. I'll make an update video, thanking everybody. And I'm sure Caboose has something in store. But I don't want to spend too much time talking about that, considering you will have other videos. But in other news, there are two actually developments that I think are pretty cool. One, I fully paid off the game Halo Reach, which comes out on the 14th, so I'm excited to play that game. By the way, Sigma's weakness is actually, I think it's Sonic Slicer in this battle. You'll see me try to use it, but I guess I would recommend not using the X-Buster, because he can do some major damage to you. But like I said, I paid off all of Halo Reach today after I sold this guitar that I had, that's been sitting in my closet just collecting dust for a couple of years now. I thought I wanted to learn how to play the guitar, but due to a lack of lessons and a lack of interest, I decided to abandon that. So I was finally able to sell it, and I was able to pay off Halo Reach. So I'm really pumped for that. But actually something that a lot of people, there's a lot of Metroid fans out there, and with Other M recently coming out, my local GameStop actually has this Other M display case, and it's fairly big, but it's awesome. It has a cool, display of Samus and everything, and there's these 4 slots that can hold video games in them. And I out of curiosity, because I was wondering what they did with them afterwards, apparently they just chuck them. They just throw away these displays. So I asked for them, the guy behind the counter gave me a little sheet of paper. I wrote down my name, my phone number, and the display that I wanted. And apparently, not this coming Sunday, but like the Sunday after this next one, they're gonna call me because the promotion will be over because it's like a 3-week cycle, and I just get this awesome new Other M display case. So I'm actually pretty pumped to get that. It looks really cool, and I actually might make a video about it or something like that. You know, maybe take some pictures, or at least upload some pictures. In the form of like a random update if I have something else to say, or maybe I'll actually show my face for once. I don't know. Depends. But that's for another date and time. So now, just like in the X1, we defeated Sigma, but not really, because he turns into a giant hologram. Sigma's just full of tricks, and I want to know how he does it, because he's like a magician. I mean, if I had the powers that Sigma did, like, I would totally just get killed, just so I could transport my head around onto big dogs with hands. Or, like, make myself a hologram. I don't know how Sigma does it, but he does. But to no avail, unfortunately, because we again defeated him, and, you know, Sigma's just no match for Mega Man X, and he never learns, but more on that in X3, and more just commentary in the next, you know, final scene in the credits, which will, if you're watching this immediately as it comes out, it will be up right after this. So, until then, I'm Paper Mario Guy. I'll see you then.